According to the Convention on the Rights of Every Children, education is a fundamental right of every child. Each right outlined in the Convention applies to every right, without any discriminatory exception.
Inclusive education or inclusive teaching means the inclusion of students with disabilities in the general education process along with other students.
Inclusive education involves the development of curricular programs and assistance systems that will allow children with special educational needs to be fully integrated into the educational process.
The goal of inclusive education is to give all children equal opportunity to learn with their peers and raising a quality education close to their place of residence.
According to the international model of inclusive education, a student with special educational needs is a full member of the general education, school and classroom activities in academic and non-academic processes taking place at school.
We got interested how inclusion processes went in case of our school. To make everything clearer, we interviewed our school's deputy principal, special educational teacher, an assistant, and speech therapist.
Also, we talked with one of the parents who has a child with special educational needs. Besides, we observed how a single teacher works with a single child, how students feel about them. Now we are going to show you what we learned.
My classmate has special educational needs. She attends part of lessons while spending some time in recording room. She is treated well by my classmates and teachers. My classmates never express any kind of inappropriate attitude towards her. We are friendly and try to integrate her as much as it is possible.
When a student has any type of delay in meeting the relevant requirements of the national curriculum, upon the request of the parent, the school administration contacts a multidisciplinary team, functioning under the submission of Ministry of Education to examine the student's condition. They draw up a conclusion, and the student is assigned the status of having special educational needs. After that, the student's mentor, teacher, subject teachers, special teacher, and the administration work on an individual, adapted or, if needed, an alternative curriculum so that the student receives an education appropriate to his or her abilities. In addition of all this, our school offers the students with special educational needs the services of a psychologist, speech therapist, and assistant.
I am a special education teacher for students with special educational needs. Currently, there are 5 students enrolled in the school with various disabilities. At the beginning of the year, subject teachers develop an adapted curriculum for individual work. Students' progress is systematically monitored, and each subsequent activity is planned in this way. Long-term and short-term goals are set. A special timetable has been drawn up for students in the resource room to work with a speech therapist, psychologist, and assistant. All of us are focused on doing our best to help such students integrate and develop basic learning or practical skills.
I am an assistant of a student with special educational needs. My duties include assisting the student in the classroom, planning activities that are adapted to his or her needs, and supporting the subject teacher or special education teacher in working with the student.
For 2 years now, I have been working with students who have speech problems, cannot pronounce individual sounds, or cannot express themselves. To solve these problems, I plan and implement various language-oriented activities. I am a science teacher. At the beginning of the school year, I usually create my subject curriculum for the whole class. As for students with special educational needs, I create adapted curriculum, which is based on the student's abilities, needs, and interests. I make special tasks for them too, a bit easier compared to other students' tasks. I prepare the homework, which is differentiated too. Today, our lesson topic is the Earth's core. As you see, I have brought coloring tasks for my student with special needs requiring to color the Earth's inside part. This task will help her to visualize what is going on in Earth's core and make the topic more understandable. Monitoring students' progress is a very important part of my work. It helps me to plan what and how to do. In the end of the year, I assess whether we could achieve the goals set in the beginning of the term and give my report to special educational teacher with whom we make the plans for future work.
We noticed that my son had speech difficulties when he was 3 or 4 years old, and he was staying behind in terms of mental development for a child of his age. Following the recommendation of doctors, we started a course at a day rehabilitation center. He was given the status of a student with special educational needs at school. Subject teachers, a special education teacher, and a speech therapist work intensively with him, creating a curriculum adapted to his abilities. I think my child is comfortably integrated into the school community. I am very satisfied with the teachers who take care of him.
It is said that one book, one pen, one child, and one teacher can change the world. But I would say that we all together have a huge power for changing the world. We can change the world for people who need us. It's not an option, it's a duty for each of us.